Hi. We'll get better at that one day. But I think
we say that every episode.
We do.
But I feel like it's great.
I mean, we just say hi.
Yeah.
Welcome to Take a Sip with Thurlene and Whitney.
It looks a little different.
Yeah, because
where are we?
We're in a little podcast studio to record video. We're testing this out right now.
Test 1, 2.
Yeah, this is just for our big Oscar episode. We wanted to give you a little something extra.
We wanted to do something big.
Yeah, especially because we're late with the episode this week. Because it's been a big weekend for us.
But we'll explain why.
Yeah.
In
Oscars.
a bit. Oscars.
Yeah, it's the Oscars. We're busy. And people get married. People have birthdays. It was a big weekend for
people. Go to the Oscars.
Yeah. Some of us do. Some of us watch it at home. But yeah, to start off, Whitney, how was the Oscars?
Wow. This weekend. Well, yes, I was at the Oscars. I was an usher at the Oscars, and it was pretty incredible. I want to say I started off the weekend on Saturday. I got to go to a costume design panel with all of the nominated costume designers. And that was like the big start to the weekend. I got to take my mom, who sews, Miss Tia.
Hi, Tia.
And hi, Tia. And it was incredible. Got to see Holly from Poor Things. I got to learn a lot about it, which we'll post about it and talk about it. I got some little clippies. And it just rode right into the weekend to Oscars. I was there at 10 a.m. on Sunday. And I pretty much had a 3-hour break at like midnight. And then I was back at 3 a.m. till 8 a.m. So I did, 10 a.m. to 8 a.m. I did the Oscars, I did the Governor's Ball, and Live with Kelly.
Wow, that's a lot. So 22 hours. Mm-hmm. Super fun for you. How you feeling?
Yeah. Well, I slept all day yesterday.
Love it.
But I feel good. It was really inspiring to be there. I didn't have such a great location. I was on the 4th floor, but it was all the agents and the publicists. Ooh. And fun fact, they don't like to watch. So they were at the bar the whole time, which I was in front of the bar. Oh. We had a monitor to show the Oscars, so I got to watch it with the agents and things, which was really cool. But it was really fun. It made me realize that I love film and I love to be a part of it and in that environment, and got some funny stories out of it. And yeah.
Nice.
So where'd you watch it?
Wow, that's a great question. I watched it at our friend Kyle's house like we usually do every year. This year I wasn't too sure if it was happening because they did get married. Kyle and Katie got married the day before.
Congratulations.
Congrats to those two special kids. And
they're adults, just so we're clear.
They're older than me, but you know.
Yeah.
I also got invited to a lot of Oscar parties, and I was thinking about going to those because I wasn't sure if Kyle and Katie were, and then I found out they were doing something. So I went to that instead because I don't trust other people's Oscar parties. I don't know the vibe.
Yes. And we're usually, when we go to Kyle's, we're all quiet.
And watching the Oscars.
And watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that the ones that I were invited to, it was like background noise more so than, and I was like, I need to live tweet the Oscars.
Yes, and you did.
I did.
You did.
I did.
I didn't get banned yet.
No, but I did make a promise that I was going to fuck the Dune popcorn bucket if Oppenheimer won Best Picture.
You did. I did see that in the bathroom on my break.
I'm glad. That was for you.
Thank you.
Just for you, Whitney. So if any of our lovely listeners wants to send me a strap, let me know.
My favorite was you text me saying, we got a new follower on Twitter. And I said, I wonder why. I don't even think they're into film.
They were just like, wow.
They're into that bucket.
Really? Like everyone is. Who was that?
Me?
Yeah. I have no attraction to the Dune popcorn bucket. I'm so sorry, everyone. Yes. But yeah, so that was my week. And then I went to a birthday party and talked about the Oscars after. And I'm glad I did go to their Oscar portion of that party because they were doing it on a projector outside when it was really bright outside. And then they had to watch it on like a smaller TV. And I was like, yep, I made the right decision to come after.
And normally when we're together for the Oscars, we have the red carpet on. Our friends know now, red carpet. And we allow the red carpet to be background noise as long as there's subtitles. Yes. Or I try to get subtitles. And then when the show goes on, everyone's quiet. But let's talk about the red carpet.
Let's do it.
Oh my God. We're going to have our phones because...
Yes. That's fine.
Because it's our podcast and we can.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite Do you have a favorite? There were a lot of really good ones.
There are a lot. Weirdly enough, someone who wasn't nominated is my favorite look for both Vanity Fair and Oscar Red Carpet, and that's Haley Steinfeld. I mean, her movie was nominated. She is in Spider-Verse, but both outfits just...
I forgot she was in Spider-Verse.
Yeah, she plays Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
But both outfits just... my jaw was on the floor when I saw her first look, and then her Vanity Fair look was also just really good. She just looks so nice. She was my favorite. Kind of just stole the show for me. I think I also liked Emma Stone in Louis Vuitton, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Even though her dress ripped. I get it, as someone who sews, accidents happen.
Well, I mean, also, what's funny to tie that in is when I went to the costume design panel, the costume designer who won said that in the beginning of shooting, the clothes kept ripping because as she plays a toddler, with toddler brain, and there's a lot of moving and flailing, and they were not prepared for that with the type of material they use. So they had to go back and redo the costumes in material that you could move. So it was kind of funny that
her costume,
her dress ripped, and
she's used to it at this
and
point.
Also, I don't think that dress was meant to be dancing to "I'm Just Ken." So, but they sewed her back in.
Yeah. She got stitched back up
just to change.
Yeah. just to accept her award, get the back of her dress shown to the world, and then fixed, and then changed.
Yep.
Good. Love to see it. I'm glad that they have people back there. I didn't know that.
I think so. The Academy told us that they have, they're very on top of it with the needs of anyone. They have a disability coordinator that they bring in to talk about all things ADA. They had a lactation station located on a couple floors.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah. And part of that, they told us, was that anytime there's rips and things like that, they were prepared with to stitch, basically. So I wonder if she went to the lactation station. I also like just saying lactation station. But yeah, that was one of the things that, because they weren't just known for breastfeeding. It was all kinds of anything that people needed.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. Good to know.
I learned a lot. I had to go to the Lowe's Hotel and get all the information last week. So
okay,
here I am to share.
I love that.
I really liked Danielle Brooks.
I did too.
Both her looks.
Both of them were really nice.
They fit her very well. It just, everything was proportionate. She's never on any of my lists for best dressed, or I don't even.
Yeah, I
kind of scroll through.
I really didn't love her look for the SAG Awards.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it in theory and thought a whole
I'm sure they did
tuxedo and dress thing, but the dress looked great. I really just felt like her tuxedo portion had more embellishment and maybe more purple in it.
Yeah.
It just looked like a plain black suit and kind of like an afterthought.
Mm-hmm. And it's important with plus size and curves too. We need the tailoring to be on point.
Yeah.
Can't be an afterthought for us. We have to plan things. So I think they planned it, and as they should. It's the Oscars.
Another look I really liked was Jodie Turner-Smith's, aka Joshua Jackson's ex-wife. She looks great. She looked good. That slit, the deep V, just, I mean, I'm in love. I love Lupita too.
He knows how to pick them.
Yeah, he does.
Lupita killed both looks.
Yeah, she did. He knows how to. He has good taste in women. Both of them very fashionable.
I mean, Diane Kruger, before that, she was always fashionable.
Yeah.
So he loves the fashion.
He does love a woman that dresses well, but gosh damn it, Jodie, that woman.
She had to remind people.
Yeah, that woman was sculpted by Madame Tussauds herself, just looking fine, everything on point, skin on point, makeup on point, that slit, everything. Again, she takes off her clothes, nothing is moving. It's staying in place. And it just, sometimes I wonder what it's like to be God's favorite, If I looked like that and I was newly divorced, I'd be sleeping with everyone.
And I don't know if they're newly mother, but she's a mom too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'd just be letting my freak flag fly.
Mm-hmm.
Jodie, hit me up.
You know who was also God's favorite? Zendaya. I really liked her look. I think it was a little more subdued than the Dune press tour, but that's okay. It's not about her.
Yeah, she was presenting. She wasn't nominated.
I still think it was beautiful. She still made best dress list. It's like, what can you not do
Yeah.
wrong?
Yeah. No, she looked good.
I also, Carrie Mulligan, I really loved her look.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It gave me Barbie.
Yeah. I think there is a Barbie dress that looks like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Margot wore it to one of her many press tour things.
Speaking of Margot, I didn't love her Oscar dress.
No.
Too much at all. And I like parts of her Vanity Fair look. I like the idea of her Vanity Fair look.
I expected more.
It's not that I expected more.
I did.
Okay, you expected more.
Yes, I did.
It didn't hit the way it was supposed to hit for me, and maybe there was something missing. I don't know what it is. Maybe you know, because you seem to have such a strong opinion on it.
I do. I don't know if it was just fatigue from Barbie, but I just was expecting a lot more. I really was. It gave me Babylon, and that's not what you should be giving me at the 2024 Oscars for Barbie.
Yeah.
I think I was expecting Barbie.
I think she's probably tired of Barbie Pink.
That's great, but you know what?
She's also not nominated for an acting category this year. Maybe she wanted to subdue. I don't know. But Margot, you're a beautiful woman. I've seen you. You killed it on the Barbie press tour.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
You still need to represent.
Yeah.
You are a producer, and you were nominated for Best Picture.
And America Ferrera came in the Barbie Pink.
America said, "This is my time to shine.
Yeah,
move over. Pink is for me." She looked so good.
She did.
Wow. It was, and I really liked her Vanity Fair look too. I think it was like red sequin blazer dress. I just loved it. I think it was very her. I think it was very fun with the tights and the platform heels. And go back to the pink, it felt like it was like chain linked and it just was like melted onto her skin. It gave body yaddy, you know? It did. She was definitely one of my favorites.
Okay. So with Davine Joy Randolph, I loved her Vanity Fair.
I did too.
I loved more than I liked her Oscar look.
Same.
Okay.
Yes. The black lipstick.
Her Vanity Fair look killed it.
Yeah.
Not that she doesn't look good in her Oscar look. There's just something. I think I like her in black more.
There's something a little ill-fitting for me.
Yeah, and maybe that's what it is, because I've seen her in color and she looks great in color, so that probably isn't it. But
yeah, it was very ill-fitted. I felt like it was a little big on her curves a little bit.
Yeah, because she's got a great body.
I liked the dress. But I also kind of like that she wore that and then she could be like a blubbering mess, and then she showed a Vanity Fair like serving, like, yes, I can't cry with this black lipstick on, you know? Yeah, and also didn't you message me saying that we learned how to say her name properly?
Yes.
Finally?
Yeah, I've been butchering her name all season.
I butcher everyone's names.
So
but I'm known for that. You're not.
So my journey has been, I've been saying Divine Joy Rudolph, first of all.
Yes. Okay.
And then I found out her last name was Randolph like a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And then I corrected that.
Yes.
And then I found out that her first name is pronounced Davine. Davine Joy Randolph. I will never forget.
Leave it to Jamie Lee Curtis to let us know.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie.
Thank you. Jamie also, she also got us an Oscar. So we're all Oscar winners.
Yeah.
And now she told us how to say her name properly.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for that. I have something that you're not going to like.
Okay.
I actually really liked Michelle Yeoh's outfits, especially for her. Mm-hmm. And I told my mom and I talk about costumes. She goes, or costumes, outfits. And she's like, I didn't like it. I said, why? Well, I'm just really put off her because I don't like everything everywhere all at once. And it reminds me that not everyone's perfect.
Yeah.
Which is my mom.
Tia, it's okay.
It's okay.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think a lot of moms like everything everywhere all at once. I think movies that maybe make mothers kind of look within about their relationship with their daughters.
Yeah. Maybe it made her look within with her mom.
Maybe.
Or she just didn't correlate that she has a mom. I don't know. We can talk about that in different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about family trauma another day.
Yeah. True. Are there any men that stood out to you? Because a lot of men, I will always forever make my worst dress list just because. Do something other than a black suit, please. Just something.
There were so many black
There were
tuxes.
so many black tuxes. Like
so many.
Like what else? Just do something. I mean, Riz Ahmed did a little something. Kiwi Kwan.
I liked Kiwi Kwan.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did. I mean, that's how I say it. I could be saying it incorrectly.
Well, maybe. I liked, which you said you weren't a huge fan of, Coleman. I liked both looks.
I liked it. I didn't love his Oscar look, but I loved his vanity. That coat, I want that coat. I want that coat right now.
But I think I liked the Oscars look because it was his first Oscar. I think he put on his Instagram, Daddy's first Oscar.
Aww.
You're right, Daddy. It was not your last. Thank you. But I love that he paired it with cowboy boots. I loved the little like brooch on his bow tie. I think that he tried to add subtlety to his look because, this whole time he's just been like, this is me. I had my coat, which he brought the coat for Vanity Fair, but I think everyone's expecting that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. And I also love that it had a little flare to his pants. It was nice. It was good.
Yeah.
I liked Ryan Gosling too, his custom Gucci.
Yeah.
With the spark. I love the sparkle.
Who doesn't? I think he's one of the better dressed men on the red carpet that evening. I also, to swing it back to women, I liked Anya Taylor-Joy's both of her looks. I thought her Vanity Fair a little out there.
I liked her Vanity Fair.
I did like it. It was fun. I mean, the Vanity Fair party is fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
It's great. And she killed it, I think, with both looks. Can we talk about a look that I despised so much?
Yes.
Please. Sydney Sweeney.
Vanity Fair, because she didn't go to the Oscars.
It was her Vanity Fair after party look. Let me just say, I hated the dress she wore 20 years ago when Angelina Jolie wore it. And I hate it even more now. I hate that dress so much. I don't like this part of the dress. It just makes your boobs look weird. Whoever got that out of the archives needs to just be fired. I do not need to see that dress ever again. Someone find it and burn it, please. I hate it so much. I don't like the color. I don't like the styling. Personally, for me, I love a dress with structure. Not obviously you've seen it. That dress lacks it, and I really just never want to see that dress. I was like getting PTSD watching Sydney Sweeney in that dress.
Okay.
I don't think it does anything for her body. Sydney Sweeney's stylist has never done it for me.
Oh.
Who's ever been styling her? She's very hit or miss, but mostly miss. With a lot, it got better for Anyone But You, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is just like a personal style taste for Sydney Sweeney, and I just don't like her personal style.
Yeah,
it could be that. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I know she worked with a stylist for Anyone But You, but I hated seeing that dress again.
I could see it.
Yeah, in my eyes. They can see it too now.
Yeah, we have video.
Yeah. But no, I need to find that dress, burn it so no one has to see it. I don't want to see that dress on a beautiful woman ever again. It is hideous. It is ugly, and I hate it.
Okay. So Thurlene hates it.
What did you think? Be honest.
I scrolled right by.
Oh,
it didn't catch my eye.
Didn't catch your eye?
Scrolled
because it's ugly.
It's
an ugly dress.
It scrolled right on through. Speaking of structure, the structure was a big trend, I feel like, as well as black. The two that I want to talk about with you is one, there were two movies that I did not see for the Oscars, which is Zone of Interest and Anatomy of a Fall, which had the same actress.
Yes.
And I loved her looks for both.
Yes, I think Schiaparelli for both. Schiaparelli for both. And oh my gosh.
She looked incredible.
So good. She's also just an incredible actress.
I'll find out one day.
Yeah. I would start with Anatomy of a Fall. because Zone of Interest is kind of a hard watch, given the subject matter, but she's great in both.
Okay.
And oh my God, I loved both of her looks. Were just, I mean, I'm a Schiaparelli girly.
I am now.
Oh,
recently, it's been the past few months, I've been noticing Schiaparelli a lot more. And becoming more and more of a fan.
I'm happy. I mean, Schiaparelli also did Emily Blunt.
I was and Flo, right?
Yeah.
Florence. I like to say Flo, like she and I are going to be friends.
Yeah, same. And
for the Oscars, let's start with there. I didn't mind Flo's look because it was very subtle with the straps. Emily Blunt's I did. And what's funny is I, once upon a time, interned for her stylist. So we've had to dress John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. I did the 2016 awards season. And normally I'm going to say her stylist is a psycho, known to being a little, but she normally hits it. Yeah. And this didn't hit it for me.
This didn't hit it for me either. Like, when she was sitting down, I was just like, oh, I think her
needs to be pulled down.
Yeah, I was like, I think she needs to pull down her dress a little bit. And then, like, she stood up and I was like, oh, no. She, that's
move.
That's the dress. I mean, as a girl who likes structure in a dress, that was a little too much for me.
Too much structure.
I just felt like if the straps were shortened just a
hair,
just
to Flo's legs,
an inch or two.
Yeah,
chef's kiss, because like the bodice and everything, everything looked great on her. I didn't love her hair.
I didn't either. It looked like she put it up in a bun herself.
I mean, I was thinking about posting, wow, Emily Blunt and I have the same hairstyle tonight, because I also wore a bun that I just put together myself for to watch the Oscars, and that's what she did.
Yeah,
I mean, she put a little braid, a little something.
Again, could have done that myself. Thank you.
Yeah.
I did like Flo's Vanity Fair look. She had the nipples showing.
Love a good nipple moment.
Was it Valentino? Because I feel like that's what she does with Valentino usually.
I think it was.
Okay.
Correct. We will correct ourselves later.
We will correct ourselves later, but we are not saying that we knew for a fact. But I did love her look. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Good time. Should we get into the show?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into the actual Oscars.
So you got to see it at a house, TV. I got to see
way.
it in the lobby of the Dolby Theater with subtitles and sound.
Oh. Right
next to the bar with the agents and publicists of people who were nominated and family members.
Okay.
There's a, what's it called? Like a seating hold whenever it's showing the award show, because with how they were recording it, if you open the door in the back, certain angles, you can just see like this weird white light. So all the doors had to be closed. Okay. And then once the commercial break, you were allowed to exit and come back. So a lot of people got stuck outside. And that was me saying, you can't come in.
Oh.
Watch it up here with me. Come on. But it was really cool. I had a couple encounters. I didn't have as many as some people because I wasn't on the ground floor. But I will say I loved the Oscars this year. I thought Jimmy Kimmel did a good job. I think that people go, oh, it's boring. It's the Academy Awards. It's not an MTV Movie Award.
Okay.
I think that we forget that because of all the chaos and controversy in the past. And I still think that they brought a little fun to it. They added a couple bits, I will tell you, the night before.
Oh.
So, yeah, they were planning all the way up until the very last minute. Little fun fact, the passing out alcohol was the night before.
Oh, wow. Do you know how much money Don Julio paid for that? No? I don't know either. I just thought you would have known.
No, but I snagged a bottle.
What?
A baby one.
Oh, Whitney.
I know. It's sitting in my bookcase. It's never going to be opened.
I love it. You're just going to keep it forever.
And it has a gold straw.
Oh my goodness. That's cute. Did you snag a gift bag like I asked? No,
I was scared.
Okay.
The only reason why I got a shot, the bottles ended up in our break room. And I was like, so I wasn't like going around trying to get things. You can't even get a program. They asked for them back.
Cheap.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get one though. I'll try. I thought he did a great job. I got to hear some of the sound checks, so I kind of knew what was going on a little bit. Yeah, I liked it. The John Cena bit, I thought that was fun, a little provocative for them, in my opinion.
Was he really naked?
No, he
had a little. We assumed.
Yeah.
I assumed.
The picture is going around now on Instagram.
Yeah,
but the loincloth is real tiny, and it's like taped. It's like taped.
Yeah,
on his, because that thing was real low.
It's a merkin. Yeah,
it was really low. The card.
Yeah, we saw.
I know, but
at
I was
home.
shocked. I was like, oh my god, and the Birkenstocks. Like, why? But what was your favorite part of the show?
The show,
because I know mine.
Mine is I'm Just Ken. That was
iconic.
So good.
Iconic.
I mean, I knew it really wasn't going to win. It is my pick for best song personally because I just think it works better cinematically.
Listen, if he did that type of performance throughout the press tour, they might have had a chance.
Maybe.
They shouldn't have waited till the ballot was closed. But yeah, go on. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I really liked I'm Just Ken. I thought it was really, I mean, again, I love the song. Ryan Gosling singing pretty good, which where was that in La La Land? I don't know.
He was shy. It was his first one.
I don't fucking care. He could no, we will not get into that.
But also, you don't even like those songwriters.
I don't.
I mean, Mark Ronson's pretty talented.
I know.
Maybe he brought out something in Ryan that he didn't even know he had.
Yeah. I don't know. But I really loved that performance. I thought it was the highlight of the night. I love how he got everyone in on it.
I love that they brought all the Kens. Yes. I love that. I like Scott Evans, just my boy Kingsley. Oh my god, Kingsley. I can't even discuss.
Shoot Tigatwa, Doctor Who fans represent. Mm-hmm. And
I don't know how to say his name, so I didn't.
You're good. I did.
You did it for us.
Yeah.
Imagine if I tried. That'd be a nice bit.
I mean, it's Shooty.
For sure.
Yeah. You're like, yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, not even going to try.
Not even going to try. I'm going to just trust you.
Yeah.
Even if it's wrong.
It's probably wrong. There's probably some like pronunciation things I'm doing wrong.
We're going to get banned. We decided to have video and now we're banned. Now they know what we look like.
I know.
No, that was obviously my favorite. Oh, no. That and the Emily Blunt, Ryan Gosling bit of the Barbenheimer.
Yes. Well, you didn't get to see what I wore to my Oscar party.
I didn't.
I wore Barbie's Perfect Dre beach outfit from the Barbie.
Picture?
I did not. Oh, I did.
Let's do a picture of what we both wore to the Oscars.
Okay. And then I also brought a copy of American Prometheus because I dressed up as Barbenheimer, the biggest cinematic event.
Oh my God, I love this. Okay, you're going to have to show me. We're going to have to post that.
Yeah. It's a terrible picture because you know how I am at taking selfies.
I'm in an usher uniform. Okay. It's just going to be two
sad looking girls.
Two podcast girlies watching the Oscars. I thought that it was so fun. I thought that it was just a nice, cute little bit. The Barbenheimer and Emily Blunt just going after Ryan Gosling and him just, And I think people forget that they're in a movie coming. They're in a movie together.
That's why they were paired together.
I know, but when I was there, they're like, why are they paired together?
They did
you
that.
You guys work in the industry. You tell me.
Because they also brought Anya Taylor-Joy and
Chris Hemsworth.
And then our favorite, Cynthia, and our other favorite, Ariana, for Wicked. And they both were, I love how they played into the Wicked outfits.
Yeah, I love the duvet that Ariana Grande was wearing. Yeah,
I actually liked her outfit.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
I liked it. I liked the dress. I didn't like it on her, but I liked the dress.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that's what it was.
She, I love a sandwich. That's all I'll say. I love a sandwich. But, because I also feel like Anya has also been getting a little...
She's always been skinny.
She's always been skinny, but she looks healthier now. She was getting a little scary, and now she's getting... She also loves the sandwich, it seems.
This is you.
I don't know.
Yeah, so basically my best parts were Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Also, what was a funny moment was, Messi the dog got to go.
I know.
And the bit where they had
I saw.
Someone
was under the...
My coworkers were like, oh, was Messi actually there? or was it CGI? Because, the arms don't move like that. I work with really young people.
I can see.
And I usually am very quiet when I go to work, but I like to listen to everything. And so I was like, no. But anyways, it just was one of those where I'm like, so much to say. And I kept to myself. Good job. I also love that Poor Things won hair and makeup, production design, and costume design.
Which I was a little afraid because I knew Barbie wasn't going to get the bigger award, like any of the big awards they were going to give. They usually do that by giving it smaller awards.
Right.
And they gave it to Poor Things, which is...
I'm so happy.
Like I said, it is the better version of the Barbie movie. Think about it. They're the same movie, but one is better. I mean, both are great.
I'm with you.
Both are great, but Poor Things is, the production design is better.
The production design, there's texture to every little detail. Everything was practical except for the sky and the two animals being sewn together. Yeah. It's just better.
It's so beautiful. The costumes in Poor Things. I am a sucker. I know I'm wearing a Barbie dress, but I am a sucker for the Victorian era and just any Victorian influence in anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to live in Bella Baxter's closet, honestly, because I love the costumes. Currently making one of them myself. I'm making her the first dress you see her in when she... in the opening scene, the blue dressing gown. Yes. I'm currently working on that and I'm going to work my way through the movie. And so we'll see.
It's one of my favorite movies. It's on my wall now in my living room.
I know.
Anytime and then when Emma Stone won, I just was so happy.
I was happy too. She seemed a little concerned when she won. She wasn't
expecting it.
She wasn't expecting it. And I feel like a lot of people thought Lily was going to win. Yeah. It's been them the entire season for Best Actress.
Emma gave a better performance.
I think I will.
If maybe any other year, maybe, but I think Emma's she's playing a toddler to an adult. I
think.
Brain.
I don't think one did better or worse. I think Lily did a very human, more subdued performance. I also just think because the movie doesn't really focus on her character as much as it should, that probably had a lot to do with it. And I think Emma just gave a big, crazy more of a bigger out there.
Bigger performance.
Yeah. They're, again, both
physicality as well as dictation, just everything.
I thought both actresses did amazing.
I agree.
And I'm happy. Those were my two personal best picks.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just, I think Emma even knew. She's like, I think she specifically said, I share this with you, Lily, and they seem to get along. And
they got, I think Emma got, I watched this somewhere. Emma bought them gifts with some type of stone because, the Gladstone and stone. Yeah. So they got little special gifts. Yeah. They were in this together and Lily talks about it. And we didn't talk about Lily, but Lily looked incredible at the Vanity Fair and
both of her looks. I loved
the show.
I think she had some turquoise jewelry on, which I love turquoise.
Or I think it was sapphire.
Was it sapphire?
I think it was like a navy.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
You're right. I think it was sapphire, and there were pieces of turquoise in it to embellish it.
I think also at Vanity Fair there was sapphire.
Yeah,
with it. Yeah, she looked incredible.
So good.
Because I wasn't a huge fan of some of her outfit choices throughout the press tour.
Same, I agree, but killed it both times last night.
Ended it on a high note.
That's all you need to do, baby.
Mm-hmm. Best picture, best director,
best actor, best supporting actor.
You let some of your opinions be heard on our Twitter.
I did. So let's talk about best supporting actor, shall we? I stand by this. Robert Downey Jr. did not need to be nominated for best supporting actor for his performance in Oppenheimer.
Look how serious you are.
That is the hill I will die on. You can come and meet me in a Denny's parking lot if you disagree.
Is that on a hill too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It could be. There's probably one. If you disagree, I am correct. Should not have been there. He was the weakest part. That whole plot was the weakest part of the movie Oppenheimer. We all know how I feel about the movie Oppenheimer. And I honestly think if they took out that plot, I probably would have liked the movie better. He wasn't even the best supporting actor in his film. Hello, Matt Damon.
Mhm.
And here's the thing. I knew it was happening. I knew it was coming, but because I was on such a high because they were giving Poor Things so many things, I was like, maybe they're gonna give it to Mark Ruffalo. Maybe they saw the light at the end of the tunnel and understood the truth, and they were gonna give it to Mark, who gave a way better performance.
Way better performance.
But no, they gave, because I get there are a lot of politics behind these awards, and they're giving this to him because they think he deserves one for years of acting or whatever. I don't know. But this was not his best performance. Like, he's better than that. The category's better than that. I honestly think Charles Melton should have been nominated over him. I think he gave a far better performance, especially because he's new, acting against two of the greatest actresses of our generation, and he held his own. And I think he pulled out the better performance in that film, at least, and he was truly snubbed. And I mean, again, I knew Robert Downey was going to win. I had hoped Mark Ruffalo.
I know, it's different when you know and you prepare yourself, and then it happens, and you're like, oh, maybe I didn't prepare myself very well.
I did not.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. I love Robert Downey Jr. I've loved him since I was little. But I agree that Mark Ruffalo gave a way better performance.
'Cause he did.
And I stand by it. Maybe I'll meet you on the hill. I don't know. But I wasn't unhappy that he won because I just like him as a person. I've had encounters with him. He's very nice and just really great. But again, the Oscars are for your performance in a specific film, not your career. So
yeah,
people forget that.
And we have Best Actor with Cillian Murphy, which I would have preferred Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Cillian. I thought Cillian did a beautiful performance.
I liked Cillian. I liked that choice.
Yeah, no qualm. Again, see, I have some positive things to say about Oppenheimer. The fact that Cillian Murphy was able to get a performance from that script is amazing, in my opinion. So
I think that Emily Blunt had a lot to do with this. I think she carried the film.
Oh, I agree with you, which is hard to do as a woman in a Christopher Nolan film because he can't write women for shit. I said it. Watch it. Think about it.
So Chris, do you want to? I mean, can you narrow your disdain down to 1 minute with Christopher Nolan winning Best Director?
Was he the best director this year out of all those people nominated? Here's the thing. Martin Scorsese, I'm defending Martin Scorsese right now. His last 4 films, I found out, have garnered 26 Oscar nominations and 0 wins. Here's the thing. He's won before. Like, he doesn't need to, people know he is one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. He doesn't need me singing giving him flowers. But it's just insane to me, the politics. I get it. This is Nolan's first win, undeservedly, in my opinion, because Christopher Nolan has never made a movie for me where I got out of it and was like, that's a perfect movie. I've never once seen a Christopher Nolan, because like even Christopher Nolan fans could agree. Every time I watch his movies, something is missing.
What is a perfect movie? Can you just like name a perfect movie?
Name a movie where I got out of it and I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is a perfect movie.
Okay.
I have no qualms with it. It gave
I saw one of them.
One of the Daniels?
I saw one of the Daniels wearing a Fashion Brand Company jacket with a snake around it at the governor's ball. But anyways, go on.
Okay.
I was like, oh, they're here.
Yay! I love them. They're two of my favorite directors. Yeah. And I just feel like, sure, and Christopher Nolan does make good movies. Are they perfect? Are they brilliant? I feel like he gets a lot of praise undeservedly. Like, again, I don't think he is bad. I don't want people to come here thinking, oh, she thinks I don't think he's the worst filmmaker of all time. It's just that I think he gets way too much praise in the film community, personally. Because I do like, I forgot the name of it, The Prestige. I like The Prestige. I like Interstellar. Don't come for me, Nolan fans.
I like Interstellar.
Thank you. Nolan fans just don't like it.
Oh.
But he, like, well, here's the thing. Killers of the Flower Moon and Oppenheimer, both 3+ hours of film, both based off of books. Killers of the Flower Moon is the better adaptation, and it's the better movie. It is the better made film, hands down. And as someone who has read Oppenheimer, knows a lot about the guy, I don't think he captured an ounce of the person that Oppenheimer was. I think a lot of that was Cillian Murphy's performance and Cillian Murphy's interpretation. And I'm a huge fan of the book. I'm also a huge fan of the Prometheus myth. It is my favorite Greek myth. And I kind of want to have a conversation with Christopher Nolan about his interpretation of both, because maybe that would help me connect something, because obviously media is interpreted different by different people, and we just clearly don't see the same things from those.
I think it also has to do with why people love him so much is his shtick. He doesn't have a smartphone. He sends his, I know, but he sends his scripts on red with the black ink. Like, there's all these different things that I feel like create Christopher Nolan that people are obsessed with. Like, oh,
yeah, I get it. Like,
there's an ambiance. There's
like, he shoots on film and he does all this. And I'm like, I don't. Other filmmakers.
What is he shooting? That's what we're forgetting. Like, you're forgetting like the product.
Yeah,
not the person.
Because, like, let's face it, Christopher Nolan, we can all agree, I know plenty of fans can agree, he's not the best writer. He's not great at writing. I mean, go and read the Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer did not win.
Yeah, read
the writing categories.
Read the Oppenheimer script and tell me that's a good script.
Okay. So, your best picture, you kind of touched on it. Oppenheimer.
Won Best Picture.
Yes.
Again, not surprised. Fully prepared.
Not surprised.
I mean, again.
Still stings.
Out of the category, I think it was the weakest film. Or one of the weaker films. I mean, I love Barbie, but
oh, my watch. I love that Al Pacino just got right to the point. That was my favorite.
Was that your favorite?
Fun fact that... So Oscars is known for going over in time. Mm-hmm. And when he didn't announce that, they were under 5 minutes, and it was like a big deal at the theater. We were like, oh my God, they didn't go over. They went under, and like under 5 minutes. And it was a really big deal.
I mean, did I love Al Pacino?
I love Al Pacino.
Did he know where he was that night? He looked a little...
I mean, I was a little surprised too.
I mean, he really does. I mean, I almost thought we were gonna have a Moonlight La La Land moment. I was like, someone reread that freaking.
He said Oppen. It says Oppen.
Yeah, I'm just like, does it? Does it say Poor Things? Like,
yeah.
Like, I was worried. I was like, someone get that card. Get that card from him. Get that card from that old man, please. I mean, maybe if he rehearsed, did he rehearse or did he just show up?
Probably just showed up, but okay. Apparently. The narrative is that the producers told him not to announce each movie, like at the end, like they normally do. That was the producer's call, allegedly. And they said to just announce the winner because throughout the show
they were doing it.
So, but I'm like, yeah, but this is the first year that you guys decided, or that's just the narrative they're going with to make Al Pacino not
seem like such an old man.
Like a crazy
He's a new dad.
Yes, he is. I wanted to find Robert De Niro. Wait, can I tell you 2 stories that I have from working?
Sure, but can I tell you my least favorite part of the Oscars?
What's your least favorite?
What's your least favorite part of the Oscars this year? Because I know mine. Want me to tell you mine while you think of yours? Mine was the In Memoriam.
Oh. That was tough.
What was that? Who was behind that? Whose thought? Because first of all, you couldn't read a lot of the names, and there was like some weird interpretive dance in front of it, which I don't like. All I want is someone playing a piano and the names come up on screen like they do every year. I mean, because here's the thing: these people can't like come back and be like, "Hey, they're
I
dead."
missed a bunch of them too.
Yeah, and like also at the end, they just had a bunch of names like quickly like pop up.
Maybe those are the people they missed. I don't know.
I don't maybe, but it was just.
I think I went on my break at that point. I like saw it was starting and was like, and that's my 30. Thank you.
It looked a mess. It was not good. I don't think anyone who was watching it with me liked it, and
no one did. It's a big controversial thing right now. They also missed a lot of people.
Okay.
But that's a big conversation.
Because like whoever planned that, I'm so sorry. Fire them. Fire that person.
I like that they had Andrea Bocelli and his son. Those are the singers.
Yeah. That's great, I guess. Sure.
I'm trying to give a positive. I'm the positive of
I know, but
of this podcast.
But come on, that was
It was tough. It was tough. Yeah.
Like if it were my dead family member in that in memoriam, I think I would be a little angry.
I think they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. As they should.
So
go ahead.
I have 2 quick stories because we're running out of time. Rita Moreno.
Who can we just say 92?
Yeah. She was there with her daughter, and it was the end, and we were trying to get people out of the theater. And they're on the 4th floor, so there's a staircase. And I was like, I'm so sorry, it's time to go. And I look, it's Rita. And I'm like, you still have to leave. So I don't know if her people or whatever, they go to the elevator, and the elevator guy that was on my floor, not my favorite, and he's like, sorry, you have to take the stairs. So the guy comes up to me and says, she can't take the stairs. I'm like, we are not going to kill America's sweetheart. I say sweetheart, but she's vivacious and she's like, no nonsense. So I call on the walkie and I'm like, call for my manager. And I say, I just name dropped. I said, Rita Moreno needs to take the elevator. We can't have her take the stairs. And so he's like, yeah, have him call an elevator. And I go up to the guy and I just said, we need an elevator, please. And he's like, well, I have to check. I said, I already did. Call an elevator. She's not taking the stair. ADA, I pulled out the disability, which their people did too. So it's not like I'm saying that she's disabled, but so I ended up getting the elevator for her. And she was like, I like her. She looked at me and said, I like her. She gets shit done.
Aww.
Rita.
I love it.
I know.
I mean, she is 92. Why are we making a 92-year-old woman take the stairs? Why are you making
I never said I worked with brilliant people.
I mean, a 92-year-old Academy Award winner.
To be fair, the guy that went up to him was like a young dude.
Idiot.
But so if you look and see where he came from, Rita Moreno was there.
Yeah. I mean, if all else fails, you could have carried her.
Yeah.
Down the stairs.
I would have.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah. So that's like my favorite Oscar story for my first time.
Oh.
Ushering.
What's your second?
Roger Federer was there, tennis extraordinaire. And I was saying, helping him say goodbye at the governor's ball. And this lady just went up to him and said, where's the valet? And he goes, well, I think the table's there, but I don't work here. And she stops and looks at him and she goes, what do you do? She's like, I'm a tennis player. She finally clicked that was Roger Federer that you thought worked transportation.
Can I just say, I probably would have done the same thing the woman did. I don't know sports.
But if you see someone who is dressed to the nines and all of the transportation people are in red jackets that say transportation.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Actually, I take it back. I didn't know the setup, but was his jacket red?
White.
No, I wouldn't have done that. I take back what I just said.
And then I told him, I said, you did a great job, better than me. He said, no. So yeah, that was fun. It was. I was in the elevator with the Godzilla winners.
Oh,
with their shoes. I was in the elevator with one of the winners. I'm gonna forget, maybe editing one of those. And then I got to give those like black people nods like this to Cord.
Nice.
Jefferson. Yeah. It was the governor's ball was like where I got my like time to shine. And then I saw one of the Daniels in a fashion brand company, which I love their clothes. But yeah, so.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Little Rita knows who you are now.
Rita knows I get shit done.
Rita, come on the podcast.
Hey, Rita.
With Whitney, who gets shit done.
I get shit done.
Help us get shit done. Any other surprises? I mean, American Fiction did win Best Adapted Screenplay.
That's what I wanted.
And that's what I wanted. Again, people who I were watching it with were surprised that it won.
The white people you were watching with?
No comment.
Oh, my bad.
Here's the thing. Not the target. The only people that I know who really like American Fiction are Black, which is fair. I mean, it spoke very deeply to me.
Okay.
I really like the movie. I am its target audience.
Okay.
But everyone should check it out. I think it's an amazing film. Even if maybe you'll learn something. Maybe
you'll learn something.
Maybe you'll figure out what it's like to be Black in America, especially when you have to code switch a lot, especially when you feel like you have to be Black to like get accepted by your own community, or be white to not, to be successful.
Yeah. I loved his speech.
Yeah.
Let's start making lower budgeted films with quality.
Yeah.
Instead of pumping out all this.
Unless it's Dune.
Nonsense.
Because look at Godzilla -1. That is a movie with a $10 to $12 million budget, and it's brilliant. I am so happy that their team won. Hopefully, they'll get bigger budgeted films that they deserve. Mm-hmm. Another surprise for me was The Boy and the Heron winning over Spider-Verse. Again, I would have been happy with either of those films winning because I think animation-wise, they're both very different.
Yeah,
but
no one was there to accept it, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Hayao Miyazaki, he's up there in age. He comes in and out of retirement.
Like, just ship it to me.
Yeah, he's won one before.
What's interesting is that everyone's talking about is John Mulaney. When he introduced sound, which I think was like one of the ones that I didn't get correct. Remember I told you, but I also didn't see Zone of Interest. So whatever. But everyone's saying to book him for next year's Oscars because of his little joke about Madame Web for sound. And
I feel like we made that joke too. I feel like everyone's made that joke about Madame Web.
Yeah, but he made it.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I have thoughts on John Mulaney.
I don't give a shit about John Mulaney.
Timelines and things just don't add up for me with his current partner, Olivia Munn, America's favorite beard.
She's a mess.
And I don't think she's bearding with John Mulaney, mind you.
Her
previous relationships.
The stylist I worked for, she was a client, and
I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
I am Team Anna, which is his ex-wife.
But that doesn't dictate if you get
jobs. That doesn't, but it should. I
think that the Oscars still have a couple more years to give the safe bet.
Yeah, I don't.
So let's just keep
maybe 2-3 years. Everyone really likes John Mulaney. A lot of people do. He is in Spider-Verse, which he's good in.
Well, it's just his voice.
Yeah. He's a great voice actor.
And he's very honest about his journey.
He is, and not honest about some things about his journey. Yeah. Like, again, when did you start seeing Olivia Munn?
That's not about the Oscars.
It's not.
This is our Oscars episode.
We got to get a little messy, though. That's wise. But I'm just like, just seeing them both at the Oscars together, I was like, I hate this. Go fuck yourselves. They will. Or each other, I guess. But yeah, I was, again, happy about Boy and the Heron because I am a huge Miyazaki fan. All 3 of my dogs are named after characters from his movies. So that was a fun surprise. Again, I'm not shocked Zone of Interest won now that because sound plays an important part.
Overall, I think it was a great show.
Yeah, overall, great show. Went seamlessly. Again, it was under 5. It went under for 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes.
Which is insane for the Oscars, which is notorious for being long. Obviously, I don't agree with a lot of it, but there's a lot of politics behind it that don't concern me.
We weren't surprised.
Yeah, like
we didn't agree, but we weren't surprised.
Exactly. I mean, I was delighted that Poor Things won in certain categories that it deserved, and happy that Davine won.
Yes.
Always rooting for her.
Beautiful speech. Beautiful. Paul Giamatti just walking her up the stairs.
Yeah.
It just, and crying. You see him with his little tear.
Know.
It was great. I loved it. I think that I wasn't unhappy. I know you were unhappy with some winners, but like I wasn't really unhappy with some of the winners.
I mean, yeah, I'm
because we were expecting it.
Yeah, as unhappy as I can be with an Oscar win. It just sucks because last year I thought they did so right when they picked Everything Everywhere All at Once, a movie that I championed, a movie that I loved, and then they were just like Oppenheimer for next, and you guys took like 2 steps forward, 1 giant leap backward.
So we'll see about next year.
Yeah, maybe next year you'll get it right again, or not. It's fine.
This room is really lovely.
Yeah,
look at us in this little chair. We're not sharing a mic. We're not like super close to each other. I can breathe. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
The mic is so close that I'm always like, you're like, stop moving back. I can't.
Yeah, because when I'm editing, it sucks when you pull away from the mic.
I'm sorry. But
any other thoughts, comments, concerns about the Oscars?
No, just I told you.
Yeah.
This foot in the door, my next step is to be invited.
Yeah.
You know, and the next step is to have a seat. I stood the whole time.
Who knows? Maybe next year we'll be doing red carpet correspondence at the Oscars.
She's throwing it out there, everyone.
If anyone wants to hire us, I promise I won't punch Christopher Nolan in the face.
And we'll leave the doom bucket at home.
I will. And on that note, this has been Take a Sip with Thurlene and Whitney.
Me.
I'm Thurlene.
And I'm Whitney.
Bye.